family. Today we are working on decor for Carolinne's kitchen. The number one thing I want to do this morning is I want to repaint this picture. I want to alter it because there's too much blue in this picture. This is a picture that she had. We like the picture. We love the gold frame because it's going to tie into some of the gold accents in the kitchen. And it's for the large wall actually. It's for the large wall that's on the side of the dining area. There's too much blue in this picture. What we want to do is we want to tone that down, make it a little bit more neutral. We want to put some of the green accents that are in the kitchen now. I've done this before with art that I have. If I don't like it, I alter it. And I think that that's the best solution in this case because it's a gorgeous picture. It's just the colors are a bit too blue. And this is a bit of an experiment. We don't know how it's going to work out, but what's the worst that can happen? We'll just paint again and again until we get it just the way we want. So here we go. We want to change some of this blue into green. So let's start there. See how that changes already? Right here. It's already taking away some of the blue. I love altering art because then you can reuse what you have. These gold accents here, I think I might tone them down a little. We don't want it to be too blingy. Liking that more. Okay, I'm loving this little soft area right here. I'm making the white, we're gonna still keep some of the white accents, but I'm making it not as bright for that kitchen. The flowers are toned down, taken away a lot of the turquoisey blue, and the highlights of the flowers are nice, and I've toned down the white a little just so it's a little bit more neutral. But the rest of the picture here, there's a lot of blue. There's a lot of blue in there. So what we're gonna do is work on the background a bit. I'm gonna add some grays. I'm gonna sort of fog it up a little bit. Now what I want to do is just soften all the edges. I want the flower to blend in, the flowers to blend in a little bit more with the background. And I want the flower to appear to have a bit of a glow into the background, as if the sun was making it glow, but making it at the same time more abstract. Okay, I am done. I feel like it's done. I think I've accomplished what I wanted. I wanted to remove a lot of the blue, add a bit of that earthy green, and make it a bit more neutral. And I also wanted the flowers to blend more with the background. So I'm loving it. I think it's gonna look great on that wall. There's enough brightness there for it to give that wall life. Especially on that side of the kitchen, and bring more light. It'll reflect some of the light from the sliding glass door. So I think we've done it. So I'm gonna give you a little bit more of a close-up here and how I blended the flowers into the background, just so they're not as prominent. Let me know what you think. This is the day I've been looking forward to. It's the last day of Carolinne's kitchen makeover. I get to go over there and put all the decor pieces in place, and it's so exciting for me because this has been a long time coming, and we get to hand Carolinne over her kitchen, and she'll be so happy about that. But today, just before we head over there, I have Mary here with me, my sister Mary. I need an arrangement for the middle of the table in the dining area, right? Mm-hmm. And Mary had a suggestion for me because I said to her, what can we put there that would be really, really nice?
Right.
And Mary had a suggestion. What did you think?
Something dry, something modern.
Yes.
Just to pick up the colors in the kitchen as well. And that's why this palette is in front of you that has all the mossy colors and the sage, which will really look pretty.
Yes, I think so too.
Yeah.
Very earthy. That's what we're going for. Neutral, earthy, beautiful. But what she's going to do, she told me, is more of a modern twist on this.
Right.
Not just a dried flower arrangement, something more of a modern twist.
Yeah, with some height and some depth.
Right, right. Now there's a chandelier going to be right over the this arrangement.
Right.
So we can't make it too high, but we want to give it a little height, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Definitely.
because the chairs are quite tall.
Okay.
And I thought that maybe to sort of peek over the chairs, like a thing that, you know, peeks over the chairs. So she's going to show us how it's done.
Right.
She's a florist and a brilliant one at that. So she's going to show us how it's done. She's going to show us her process because anybody can do this, probably not with her talent, but she's going to show us basically the principles, right, on how and what her process is, and if she doesn't like something, then she removes it and puts something else there. Whatever the process is, I can't wait to see this.
Yeah.
So we started with this old vessel. We got from Homesteads, really, and it's just beautiful. It's pottery. So I got this from the dollar store. Mary told me to get some Oasis, dried Oasis. There's a difference between dry Oasis and
wet.
Okay, what is that? The weight.
This is just for dry alone, so it doesn't absorb water. Whereas the other one is for wet, like for fresh flowers, and it absorbs water. Yeah.
Okay, so I got the dry one.
Right.
I was hoping I got the right one.
Yeah.
Okay, Mary's going to show us what she does.
Okay, so basically what we did is dummy it up so that we don't have to fill this whole vessel with the foam. And what we're going to do is we're going to tuck it in, but what I'd like to do is just put a little bit of glue around the rim to secure this foam in place. So
what you stuffed it with though, let's
just
show
cardboard.
It's just cardboard.
Yeah, just because this is quite a heavy piece anyways, you really don't need to add any more weight to that.
Right.
And this is going to be very light, so it's going to sit nicely on the table. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just put a line of glue with my hot glue gun around the rim just to secure this foam in place. And I'm going to tuck that in. Okay. And we've cut it a bit so that it does sit in. And what I'm just going to do is just push it down a bit. Now, what I'd like to do as well is cover it. And we're going to use this moss. So, because when I put the flowers in, I don't want to be going around branches to tuck in the moss. So I'd really like to put it in first and then work with the stems around it. I'm going to put some glue on here just to secure like that, and then just carefully and pretty much covering the foam so you're not going to see any of that foam showing.
And I think that adds to the earthiness of this.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Definitely, yeah.
It's more of a natural looking thing.
Exactly. And just careful when you do this that you don't get too close to the glue because it is quite hot.
How many burns have you had?
Oh yeah. Many, many burns.
Many, many burns. Lots of boo-boos.
Yeah. So I think first of all, I'll start with this, which is called Ting Ting, and it's just like curly pieces of branches. And we're going to talk about height. So we're thinking maybe that for height.
I think so.
So I'm going to just place this in. We're not gluing it in because we can always change our minds. We want height, right? Yeah. So we're going to just come up with something kind of funky. We're going to use this first to be our, kind of like our focal point, really.
And what's the difference between, let's say in your process, what's the difference between a modern and a traditional?
A lot of traditionals kind of do a style that's kind of like a Tuzzy Muzzy, where it's just more rounded and formed. Whereas when you do something kind of, you know, modern, there's not a lot of rules to it really. You just kind of have to come up with something a little funkier. I don't know. I look at something and I think I want to make it more not so centered.
Right.
Off.
So more asymmetrical.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. So we're continuing to put in our little wooden ting tings, and we're going to have that one coming down a bit because we actually have space for width as well on the table, right?
Yes, we have width, yes.
Okay, so we're definitely going to use that too.
I kind of love it already.
Yeah, like sometimes simple, I don't know, sometimes just minimal does look better at times.
Well, even the way you're shaping it.
Yeah.
The way it's out one side.
Yeah.
And taller on one side.
Exactly. And you're gonna look at it, sitting at the table, you're gonna see angles. So you kind of want something that's visual all around.
All around, so something you're not just looking at from one area.
Yeah, you're not just looking at, you know, one-sided, right? Okay, so we've got in our, this is called tinting, and we're gonna add some color now and some texture. So I'm loving these dried flowers, so I'm gonna add one here. Okay, and we're gonna, you know, give it some height. There again, giving it some texture. And I don't even like to waste, like this little bud thing is the cutest thing ever. So I'm gonna tuck him in where you can see him, right there.
I love that. I'm learning so much already.
Are
Just
you?
watching you.
See,
I would
this.
never have thought to put those ting-tings in first.
Yeah, because then you can work around it. That's kind of like your structure, right?
Right.
That's your design. And then from there, you're gonna add. So we're gonna add some texture over here. And then we've got this wheat, right? So let's put some wheat in this.
I imagine that the challenge is knowing when to stop.
Yeah, true. Yeah, and you know what? You look at it a million times.
Right.
And then sometimes you look at it and you don't like it at all. And I've done that, where I've taken the whole thing apart and started over again because I wasn't happy with it. Pretty much a little grouping like that. And because I have some empty space right here, I think I'm going to place it so that it looks like that. So there's something in the middle.
Love it.
Yeah, it's just adding a little cluster to the back, see? Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's absolutely perfect.
Yeah. And so then obviously what we're gonna do, because we want to preserve this without it, you know, breaking up and drying, is we're gonna hairspray it.
Oh really? Why do we do that?
Hairspray just seals in the dried flowers so that there's no crumbling and you know, it doesn't get messy, and it actually gives it longevity.
So Mary is done her artistic process.
Thank you.
And it looks awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty.
This is, in my mind, and what I had pictured, is something that is a nod to the French country.
Right.
But more in a modern way.
Yes.
And this is it.
Yeah.
This is definitely it.
Yeah.
I think Caroline's gonna love it because Caroline's got more of a modern aesthetic.
Okay.
But she likes a little bit of old world touches.
Right.
This is gonna do it because this is going to be on the dining table against that big wall with the picture that we repainted. And I think that this is going to be the perfect thing. So thank you so much, Mary.
You're welcome.
There's no way we would have been able to do this without your
for sure
talent, without your experience. This
Thank
is
you.
absolutely beautiful.
I love doing these.
Yeah, these are beautiful.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to head over to Caroline's. We're going to put everything together and you're going to see the finished product.
Wonderful.
You love me. And back here at Caroline's, and yes, Twilight is here with me, and we're trying to get everything done before Caroline comes back from work. Twilight, are you going to help me? It's the fun time now, because I get to pull out all the decor that we have collected over the last few weeks for this kitchen. I'm going to work on one element at a time. I want to put the gold trimming on this hood first thing, so let's get going. One of the design elements that we added to this kitchen that became a focal point is this French hood. Now Antonio did an amazing job on this. We showed him what we wanted and he built it, so that was amazing. We have an insert here, a fan insert. Oh, there we go, turns on. We have a fan insert in here, and then we have this beautiful surround, which is gorgeous. We removed this whole bank of cupboards to make this place feel lighter, so that when you walk into a kitchen, you don't see a wall of dark orange cabinets and this huge microwave that was just above the stove. So we removed that. He built this gorgeous thing, and now we're gonna put a little bit of a, he put this gorgeous trim on it, but now we're gonna add to it. We're just gonna put the finishing touch on it, and that is this gold trim right here. Now this gold trim I got from Amazon. People use it as tile surrounds, accents, and things like that. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut these pieces, and we're gonna put a piece up here under this trim, and a piece right here on top of this trim. And then it goes around the corner here. So let's try it and see how it goes. And when it first came, I actually had a fit because there was writing on it. There was writing on the gold, but I realized it was a protective cover that you can just peel off, so that's good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna measure it, and then we're going to put it up, okay? So let's measure exactly where we want it. Here is the mark. I'm going to be using metal cutters. I hope this works. I'm nervous. That's not going to work. You know what we're going to do? We're going to score it. Let's score it and see if we can bend it. I don't think that's gonna work, kids. I don't think so. We gotta come up with a plan B. So what I had to do was I had to score it because this did not work. These did not work. So I had to score it with the X-Acto knife, and then it snapped. And then to make the edges clean, I just used that. I don't even know what that's called, but it worked. So let's try to stick it on and see how it works. Okay. So here it is. Let's measure again just to make sure we got it right. We did. Excellent, excellent. Now, on the back of this is a sticky. I'm worried. It's very, very, very sticky. I'm worried about doing this by myself. It would probably be easier if somebody else was here with me. Okay, let's see, guys. Oh my goodness, I think I did it. Let's try to remove this protective cover on it. Good luck getting an edge on that. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Look at, oh yes. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Oh. See? DIY, kids. DIY. Oh, wow. Let me move you so you can see it. Can you see that? It's gorgeous. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, let's continue. I'm gonna get another one done. One of the things I wanted to do is bring warmth into this kitchen. We were looking for slab wood, and a really nice wood at that, a nice natural, neutral color wood. But we didn't want a pine because it becomes very orangey, and we're trying to get rid of orange in this kitchen. So what we did was we bought a piece of countertop, and it looks like that. Okay, it's great wood, and it's sort of a mix of wood, which is really, really nice, and it's got that really nice neutral look. So what we did was we chopped it up, and one of the pieces we used for this bench, I wanted to reuse this bench because I felt like having this wood against the stone wall would be really nice and warm it up. So we cut a piece for this bench. We cut a piece for a cutting board for on top of the granite stone. And then there's another piece here that we have left. We actually have this and another smaller piece. But what we're gonna do, we have plans for this in other parts of the house. So every piece of that wood is gonna get used, so it was absolutely worth it. And look how thick that wood is. That's awesome. That's at least 2 inches thick. It's exactly what we were looking for. Okay, so what we've done is we put up a iron bar here with some hooks. I wanna put the cutting boards that we've collected She already had a couple, and then we just added to that collection. So what we did is we put it in the wall with really sturdy plugs so that it's able to stay in there with any kind of weight. Now let's try and see this very large one. I think this one has to go over here, like that. There we go. And that's a cute little one that we got from HomeSense. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay, so you know what this needs? This needs some dried herbs. When I'm doing a kitchen, one of the things I love to have in is something from a local artist. Now, we have reached out to an artist from Toroso Studios. Mohammed, his name is. He is a most fabulous potter. He's actually nominated for Etsy's Decor Awards of the Year. And his pottery is beautiful. So I reached out to him because I wanted this piece for the kitchen. As you can see, it's got a little bottom dish, and it's a little planter, and it's got this, he's famous for his chains. I think it's absolutely beautiful for this kitchen. So what I want to do is I want to put it on the board that we made. First of all, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Toroso Studios, it's called. He also does this in the terracotta, but I really thought for this kitchen, because the cutting board is already a really beautiful warm tone, we thought that the cream would be good. So I want to put it right here. So we bought this piece for here because I wanted something really tall, but I'm not in love with these little tassel things with the blue beads. So I'm just gonna cut those off. Not loving those beads. So, okay, much better. See that? Now I got these greens. They're dried, so they'll last forever. But I wanted something in the green tones. Oh my goodness. Like every package is like, that reminds me of a Carol Burnett. That reminds me of a Carol Burnett skit that they did, where she was really starting, she came back from the grocery store, and she wanted to open a package, but it was impossible, and she went absolutely mad. Look at these. I love these. This gives it a little bit of a modern twist, so we're going to put them in here and sort of spread them out a little. Do we want it like that? Let's see. I think we're going to take them apart is what I think we're going to do. Okay, so let's see how they go. It's much better to have them separated like that, just so I can spread them out a little. That. Caroline is home. What do you think?
My breath is, I'm breathless actually. This is absolutely stunning. Every aspect of this kitchen, every detail. Oh my God, I love that. Wow, and that looks great there.
Is it like your vision? What you wanted when you walked in?
No, it's better than my vision.
It's better than your, okay, that's what we like to hear.
Classy, it's elegant. Oh, look at that picture. You did such a nice job with that picture. Oh, Mary did such a nice job with that. I love that centerpiece. Everything, the blinds, everything looks absolutely stunning.
What do you think about the gold accents?
Love it. Oh, I love oh my God, the trim, the gold trim, you did that too. I like that actually, the little, what are they called?
The little jute bags, the little jute baskets.
I think I would like those. They look like those yarn slippers that your grandmother made.
The Italian grandmother.
When you first showed me,
with the crochet.
No.
Right, but it's just to dry your herbs.
Actually, it looks elegant.
Is it? Doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it just fills that little space there.
Yeah. Oh, the oil and the rosemary. Oh my good. Toaster. Toaster, everybody. My first Smeg anything.
Her girls really, really wanted this.
Yeah.
So thank goodness Caroline agreed. Yes.
It looks like one of those little antique cars, you know, like those.
Not just that, it's like jewelry.
Yeah. No, it really is beautiful.
Gorgeous. The cream color is beautiful. I think it really suits this kitchen.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. That's from an artist, a local artist. He was actually in the Toronto Star. That's how I saw him.
Oh, I love that.
He was in the Toronto Star for his art. Isn't that gorgeous?
Very nice. Great, beautiful. I love that.
And that's a real plant.
Do we get to keep that?
Yeah. That's a real plant, girl. You have to water that.
Let's see that might happens. Be dead in a few weeks. We'll keep you posted.
We'll just keep buying another one and sticking it in there.
Stunning. Oh my God. Elegant, classy, warm, sophisticated, just absolutely beautiful.
And no more orange.
And no more.
The orange has gone.
And the countertops actually pop too. Like they didn't pop before. You didn't even see them before, but now they really stand out. They were the beauty of these countertops were hidden. Yeah. Very, very.
They were just drowned out by the orange cupboards, honestly.
Yeah.
Now they were featured.
And the bench.
Beautiful. Bench, right?
That bench.
Yeah, that bench was very dark.
No. Now it's lovely.
With the warmth and that against the stone wall.
Yeah, honestly, thank you so very much.
It was such a pleasure. Like I said, I wanted to get
long journey, but it's over and it's beautiful.
Excellent. I'm so glad. I'm so glad all things on.
Thank you.
Thank you. I can't wait for the girls to get home. For them to see.
Yeah, they're gonna, oh my God, they're gonna
love it. They're gonna love it, I think. Anyway, thank you guys so much for being with us, and we'll see you next time.